Hello everyone, I'm doing a follow-up video today. Basically this is the Sony Boombox that I've purchased. The ZS-RS70BTB. Basically it's an all-in-one unit. Basically you can do a lot of things with it. And I just wanted to show you the Beats pill that I've got here, as well as the JBL Bluetooth speaker. And I also got one of these Edifier speakers with small satellite speakers, as you can see there. Personally, I think this Sony system is better than all of these. The reason I say that is you get a decent amount of bass coming out of it. It's quite loud. It doesn't feel tinny like these ones do. So I do think it's a really good system for basically playing anything really. It's quite easy to set up. Basically you can pair it quite easily by pressing the Bluetooth button and then connecting it through your iPhone or your computer, and you can connect to the speakers through Bluetooth quite easily really. Right, it's connected to my iPhone. It can't connect to two devices at the same time, so if you've got two devices connected, such as your laptop, you'll need to turn your laptop off or disconnect Bluetooth completely in order for this to work. But I'll just test it out with some music. Obviously it's just copyright free music, so I do apologise for the content. Now you can control the volume by the slider on your phone, but you can also increase it above the slider max on the actual unit. Now for the actual bass, in terms of how you can control it, you've only got two options really, with it turned off and on basically. Doesn't make a lot of difference, but it does make a slight bit of difference. The unit itself, it has a display light button where the actual light basically syncs with the music, so it tells you more or less how the music's performing visually. So, you might be asking, what can this unit do for you? Well, you can play Bluetooth, you can play CDs, you can play USB stick, you can rip music from CD to USB stick, and obviously you've got Bluetooth. In terms of radio, you've got access to DAB radio, so that's digital radio, where you can set up 10 preset stations, so you can basically in memory save 10 stations. With the actual FM radio, you can save up to 20 stations, so basically all your main stations such as Radio 1, Radio 2, Radio 3, Heart, LBC, you can save all those into memory. So it's quite a good unit, and tuning is quite simple, and I think reception's pretty good on this unit. Right, it also has audio in as well, so what you can see, I've got a 3.5mm double end phono jack here. So I'm just going to show you that you can put audio in. So we just press the audio in button, go to our phone and start playing some music. Obviously that's your audio in, so it's quite simple, you just plug it in. You also have a headphone socket. Now there's a lot of units on the market, such as micro units as well as boombox units. It does seem to me that a lot of the main manufacturers have stopped making boombox devices like this, such as Bush and iCarrier and Philips, but they do make some, but they do tend to be on the higher end of the market, like this one is. However, what I think is fantastic about this is it's just as good as having some sort of Beats mini speaker, Bluetooth speaker, the JBL one. But my opinion with this is the depth of sound is really good. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what it's like connecting through Bluetooth through your mobile phone. This is an iPhone 4S, quite an old phone, but it still does what I need it to do, such as play music, and connecting to this is a joy, literally. So to basically give you a summary of what it can do is you can connect any Bluetooth device to this to listen to music, and that can be audiobooks, that can be music, even films, DVDs, that sort of thing. Obviously it can't play DVDs, but through your laptop, DVD, through Bluetooth, you'll get quite a good experience in terms of listening to sound. Obviously it's got DAB radio, so it's digital radio, because a lot of your DAB digital radios are costing around £60. That's of 2017 May. But for a little bit more, you get a full setup with DAB radio, CD player, Bluetooth, USB, CD with headphone socket and audio in facility, and obviously you can put batteries in this if you want to, some rechargeable ones, and basically you know, go out and about in your garden. It's really nice, this unit is. I'm not normally someone to basically sing Sony's praise, basically, but I did find this to be really handy in terms of its capability of doing anything really. But just to wrap up this video, I'm going to show you how I connect it up with my laptop, which is basically, this is a Mac laptop, but it'd be a similar process on a PC laptop. Basically, if you want to set up Bluetooth on your laptop, it's quite easy. You just go into your Bluetooth settings and set it up. You press Bluetooth on here, and it'll start the pairing process, and then you just select it from your laptop, the actual Sony speaker, and it connects pretty quickly. What I find with this, it's more usable as a permanent fixture than it is these, because these have like an internal battery, and basically you'd have to have them on charge all the time, but obviously it's wearing the battery down doing that, unless you're going to take those out and about with you. But if you're going to just stay at home and you're using Bluetooth, I think a permanent system connected to the mains is a better alternative. Plus the speakers are better, because the bigger, the deeper. What people don't tell you about speakers is the deeper the speaker is, the better the sound you get. That's why on some of the older CRT TVs, their sound are better than the more modern LCD speakers, basically. So I certainly recommend this unit. It is fantastic for the price, I think, for £120. So we want to set up Bluetooth. We just go into the Bluetooth icon, select the Sony, and there it's already picked up my MacBook Pro, basically. I just want to give you a bit of an example of some music from LBC's own spokesman, Nigel Farage. You may be familiar with the name. And I just want to play a little bit of his radio segment that he does.
Which has just ended. In London, the Prime Minister is chairing a meeting of Cobra, and I've got with me Theo Asherwood, LBC's political editor. He's down in Westminster. What can you tell us, Theo?
I'm looking at a screen of number 10 Downing Street here in our Westminster studio, Nigel, and I've yet to see Theresa May walk through that door into committee briefing room A to chair the second meeting of Cobra, the Government's Emergencies Committee. At that meeting will be the Home Secretary, Amber Rudd, as well as police chiefs. We can also expect the Transport Secretary, Chris Grayling, and Michael Fallon to be there as well. And they will be discussing not just the police's response in Greater Manchester, but also, I'd imagine, the threat level as well. Currently it's at severe. Will they decide to raise it to critical?
Right, here are the controls. I thought I'd just show you the controls so you get more of a closer look on what the controls are and what they do. So basically we have the operator button here. This is the power button, and you can obviously turn it off and turn it on, and it's on standby. Turn it on and it comes on. We have a mode button for changing the various modes, and a display button for basically modifying the actual light that comes on, which is basically in sync with music. So as it plays certain tunes, it will change colour, but you can change that function off so it just stays a steady white. You've got a CD button for obviously playing CDs, and you've got a play button, stop, fast forward and rewind. And then we've got a USB button there, and that's for controlling the USB port. If I just quickly do that, you can see there's a front USB port, audio in on the left and headphones on the right. I'll just put that back down. We've got a Bluetooth button there, so we can sync it with our Bluetooth devices and use this as, in effect, a Bluetooth speaker. So that is extremely useful if you want to watch films on DVD on your laptop but have better speakers. Got DAB radio and FM radio there. You can actually save 10 DAB stations to memory by doing manual preset and then selecting the appropriate one and then pressing enter. Obviously you can erase if you've made a mistake. You can record CD directly to your USB stick if you wish to. So you're in effect ripping the CD, just like you do on your Windows computer. And obviously you can save preset channels for FM radio up to 20 if you wish to. And then we've got audio in, as I demonstrated earlier. Simple, you just press audio in and start playing your music through one of these 3.5mm cables that plugs directly into the auxiliary 3.5mm slot I just showed you. And obviously you've got your volume controls here that go up and down, and you can choose the mega bass button, which basically makes it a bit more punchier regarding bass music, but you won't notice a big difference. So all in all, I do recommend it. I think it's fantastic for anyone who wants a bit better sound but they watch things on their laptop most of the time. While I always found the Beats to be a bit on the teeny side, especially when it produces sound, because if you look there, you see how big that speaker is, and then have a look at that speaker. It's a lot bigger, so you're going to get better sound. And it also has air intakes there for producing some quite decent bass sound. So if anyone's after something they can keep in their bedroom and something they can connect through Bluetooth, or just input an audio device such as an iPod or something like that to listen to their music on this, and have something that can do also digital radio, because it's nice to listen to certain radio stations like LBC, for example, that Nigel Farage is on a lot, as I showed you earlier on. It's nice to be able to listen to that live rather than just catch up on YouTube. But I just hope you found this video interesting, informative in terms of its sound quality. It is a fantastic little machine for £120. I think it's a good buy. So this is something I certainly recommend. It's a really good buy, guys. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.